This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. Barry. Great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Now a look at the stats for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A look at the Magic starting group. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell-Pope and Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the 4. Here we go. So New York wins the tip. Brunson against Suggs. Brunson kicks to Towns. New York moving it around. Here's Hart. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key jumper, no good. Suggs looking around. Pass to Bitadze. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. For 3, Bridges. That shot misses. Shams, the Magic last year with their highest win total in over a decade. They were fun to watch. Had some money to spend over the summer as well.
The Magic knew they were in a good spot heading into free agency with all that cap space, and they wanted to build around the young core that landed them the 5th seed, and players actually now want to come play with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner under Jamal Mosley, and they tried to find players that complement what they already had in place.
Players like Mosley, I mean, that future seems very bright to me.
Players want to come play in Orlando. I've had multiple players, star players, say that's a team that's building the right way.
Here's Bitadze. This game he had 12. He gets it in there.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And it's Hart penetrating, and he gets it to go.
A reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider.
Okay. Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to De Silva. No good from outside. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. On the wing, Anunoby. Brunson against Wagner. Brunson with a clean look, and the Knicks good for 2.
Brunson making the right call. The pick and roll gets him totally set up.
Brunson against Suggs. Caldwell-Pope outside. Fires, high post, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
I like when Caldwell-Pope gets on a roll with his offense. He knows when to take the shot.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a...
Watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. A different look for New York. Sims is checked in, and Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. .146 left in the first quarter of the game. Sims kicks to Hart. New York moving the ball around. McBride passes to Towns. Shoots over Isaac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Cameron Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson. And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Harris outside. Here's Carter. Knicks with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Down low, Towns with the steal. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Payne finds Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. New York, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Carter on the wing. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Carter. Carter hits them both. Now Bridges shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. Bridges has got 5. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Orlando with the ball. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And so in the game for the Magic, Black and Harris are the guard set. Then there's Carter. Then there's Howard. And it's De Silva in at the 4 spot. Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Good on the second free throw. New York trailing. And here is Bridges. He had 31 points in the win against New Orleans. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly, CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Howard's checked in for Cole Anthony. And let's now take a look at the NBA Cup standings as the group stage winds down.
And it gives us a pretty good idea of who we're going to see in the knockout phase. It's been a terrific competition so far. And I think it's only going to get better when we get into that single elimination scenario.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to De Silva. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Black, no good. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Back to Payne. Towns for 3. De Silva with the rebound. The Magic have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to Carter. Here's Black. Payne covering. Shot clock at 5. Back to Howard. Shoots over Anunoby. The Magic again can't hit.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Pass to Payne. Towns sets the pick for Payne. Left side, Towns. Buries it from 3-point range. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. For the Knicks, Sims is checked in, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Caldwell Pope outside. Puts up a deep three. The Magic again can't hit.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
It just feels like every year Brunson has sharpened his skills as a passer and playmaker, knowing that at his position, he's got to move it around.
Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Over Brunson. And it's Suggs missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Drills it from outside. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. .46 seconds left here in the second. Here's Wagner. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Outside, Towns. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. There's Bitadze, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Knicks lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Knicks.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Clock at 6. That one misses. The Magic trail by 6. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Stolen. Hart with it. Picked up by Suggs. Hart with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Towns finds Anunoby. The 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
They set the pick. Here's Suggs. The Magic again can't hit. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Over to the wing. Now here's Hart. He's covered closely, and it's blocked.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Suggs against Brunson. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Caldwell Pope. The high post shot, and he makes that one. Caldwell Pope's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Magic.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to improve his efficiency.
Bridges shot, good. And the Knicks lead by 6. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Magic. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Knicks, 2 games back.
And right now for the Knicks, not a perfect start to the season, but they're in a position where all it takes is one modest winning streak to jump into that top spot.
Lacking a little bit of fire so far this year, and we've seen that before. For a team of their caliber, it can be tough to maintain that intensity for each and every game in the early part of the going.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. And Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Pass to Suggs. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs, so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Here's Anunoby. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. And let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
And he knocks down the first one. The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage. Isaac. Suggs with the ball. Carter with a screen on Brunson to the middle, and then Carter with the jam.
And this is what you love about Carter. Sets great picks, and he's a monster rolling toward the cup.
Here's Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jalen Suggs. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner. Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Howard's checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good for Brunson. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
Here's McBride. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks out front. They lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Black and Harris are the guard set. The post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Howard in at the 3, the small forward.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
That's good from Payne. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Payne hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Harris passes to Black. Sims with the rebound.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
That free throw, no good.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
He hits the second from the line.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Here's Black. Payne covering. Here's Carter. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got his 4th rebound in this one. Second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And the Knicks making a change here. Lions checked in. And Towns drops them both.
And that puts them right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Black kicks to Isaac. It's Carter, high post. Harris outside. Carter sets the pick for Harris. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Carter missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Ryan. He's guarded by Howard. Anunoby passes to Towns. Black dishes to Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Hard, he's checked in for New York. New York leading by 12. Kane looking around. Here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Orlando, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Black. Payne covering. And that one's good. Wagner.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Here's McBride. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all three levels.
Wagner against Anunoby. Wagner outside. Good D by Anunoby. New York leading by 14. Towns trying to get open. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He knows every possession is critical now. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here's De Silva. Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 7 points for Jalen Suggs. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Bridges double team. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to De Silva. Wagner on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Wagner. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. At one point, they led by 16. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wagner with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Caldwell Pope outside. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Knicks leading by 11. Runs in the pass to Towns. With the teardrop, and the shot will not go from Anunoby. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for New York.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
One shot.
And for his position, Franz Wagner gives you everything you could ask for. Passing, rebounding, scoring, and he competes defensively as well.
There's the pick. Inside, here's Sims. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. .26 seconds left in the fourth. And it's Wagner missing. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Now Payne. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.